Get over here!
Lay it on me, bro. How long is this chapter going to take?
3 or 4 hours.
Oh, gosh. Alright, so here we are at Phoenicius Hall. Ladies and gentlemen, this is going to be one hell of a chapter.
Oh, I think I'm both of these characters. Okay.
Yes, you are.
Is that it?
Wait, there's more! It seems that Prince Rayson was able to escape Duke Tanis's villa and make his way safely to Serenus Forest. However, we have word that Tanis's men have entered the forest in hopes of recapturing the prince. We've not a moment to waste! Please, O King of Hawks, reach out your mighty talons, strike down these wretched humans, and rescue Prince Rayson. I implore you, your majesty, take wing at once!
Why is Nasela not here?
That, His Highness must not be seen here at this time. It's,
What's going on, you old buzzard? King Kilvis is the White Prince's friend, isn't he?
Well, how do I put this? It's all very complicated.
I care not for excuses. If anything happens to Rayson, blood will be spilled.
Oh, no, please, there's no cause for worry. Duke Tanis treats his works of art with a delicacy so extreme that it could best be called abnormal.
That's an understatement.
He would never let any harm befall Prince Rayson. He probably can't even bring himself to touch him. The king himself told me so. That is the only reason he accepted this proposal.
Proposal?
What I mean is...
Hold it! You crows set the prince up?
Set up! Oh, no! Well, not exactly, please don't hurt me.
So that's the truth of it, eh? Nasela treated Rayson like a piece of merchandise and sold him. To a human.
No, that's not... The only one who referred to him as merchandise was Duke Tanis. We never...
It doesn't matter. Claiming ignorance does not grant you innocence. You treated Rayson like a trinket in the public market.
Oh, dear.
If Rayson hadn't escaped on his own, perhaps the Crow King would have rescued him when things cooled down. Regardless, Rayson trusted in his friend and followed him into the trap, and Nasela spit on that friendship. That I cannot forgive.
I like how Tabarn points out that, Nasala probably planned to rescue Rayson later on.
Yeah, but Nasela wanted the money.
Yeah.
Your assessment of this old bird is correct. I am a worm, nothing more. But please, I beg of you, temper your outrage. Let it cool.
You're unbelievable. What is it with you crows anyway? Everything you do is so dirty and deceptive. We will never understand your ways. You hear me, Grey Wings?
I hear you well, young hawk, but our nation has its own issues. Please, this is not the time to yell at a tired old man. You must hurry to Prince Rayson's side. Once he is safe, you can punish me in any way you see fit. Tear me limb from limb if you wish. But please, go to Prince Rayson. I beg of you.
This begging is unseemly and unwanted. We would rescue Rayson regardless of this pathetic show of tears. Return to Kilvas and report these events to your accursed king. Tell him that when this is over, King Tabarn of Phoenicius will be paying him a visit.
Yes, your highness.
I know he deserves it, but I still feel bad for badgering the old coot. Your Majesty, what will we do now?
Oki, use your ears to pick out the sound of Rayson's wings. Then tell me the direction from which it comes.
At once.
Janeth, use your eyes to peer between the trees and find me a road.
You got it!
Human scum. If you think to replay that night from 20 years ago, you'll get no quarter from me.
Hey, he said the line. He said...
Sort of.
That's one of his critical quotes in Fire Emblem Heroes, actually.
It?
You'll get no quarter from me.
That's cool.
Yeah.
So, we do have to read this one, but
yes.
I just want... So, I think Nasala... So, Nasala was not planning on Rayson escaping.
No, he was not.
Particularly, he wasn't planning on Sonic sending Ike to investigate, which was how Raisin managed to escape.
Yeah, and that plays into a different aspect, which we'll get into later.
So Naysala is going to Plan B, which is to inform the Hawks of the situation, because Naysala knows Raisin's not going to trust him at this point.
Mm-hmm.
So he's going to get the Hawks involved, and the Hawks will save Raisin. But Naysala had to send Nialuchi because Naysala knows if he shows up to King Tabarn and tells him himself, Tabarn's just gonna rip his throat out.
Oh, probably. Like, it's no secret that Tabarn and Naysala have some bad blood between them.
Yeah. So Naysala wants Raisin to be okay, but Naysala's... That was secondary, though. That was secondary to this money.
No, Naysala's, like, playing a tightrope... Naysala's playing a tightrope game between nation and alliances, really.
Yeah.
And his wings are clipped in this situation.
Haha.
Is that you, Soren? You're up early.
Actually, I'm always awake at this time.
Really?
Yes. You're the one who's up earlier than normal.
I want to finish our mission today. I think my nervous energy woke me up.
I understand. The last 2 days spent searching for Serenus Forest for that heron have been frustrating and fruitless. I'm sure he's in there somewhere, but...
I agree. And Duke Tanis's men are still hunting away. They must think the heron is there as well.
The only place left is the forest's heart. That's where we should go today. With any luck, we may finally locate our target.
I get the feeling it's going to be a long day. That's putting it lightly, Ike.
Okay, and this is the
Yep, and here we go with the report. No bonus experience. We got Devdin as a new ally, and of course, Boyd was the MVP.
Yep.
Yeah, Boyd's just so good. Like, no joke. I do realize that maybe we played a little too excitedly towards leveling up Boyd, because I realize now the reason for those Master Seals is so that you don't have to go through the process of doing that experience to level 21, because they don't gain anything additional when they do level up the experience at level 21.
So you might
it's
as well
purely for
Master
class
Seal.
Yeah, you might as well Master Seal at that point, because it's purely for class change.
Yeah, I guess I didn't really think about it.
Yeah, I didn't think about that either, because, like, well, first of all, I didn't know whether you actually gain more stat increases upon doing it that way, or if there's I don't think there's a difference, actually, because all I saw was class change, no level up or anything like that.
Yeah.
So that's something to keep in mind.
Yeah, okay.
So, here we go. This chapter is famous in Fire Emblem Path of Radiance as being one of the most grueling and tiring chapters in the game, for good reason.
It's kind of the Act 2 finale.
Pretty much. So, we're gonna do some preparations. We're not gonna skimp on this one, people. We're in it for the long haul. So, see you guys in a bit.
Let's go! Oscar?
Hi, Kieran. Still hanging in there, huh?
I can't take it anymore. Come back! Rejoin the proud brotherhood of the Crimean Knights!
This is sudden.
As a former Crimean Knight, surely you have some sense of loyalty. What say you? Rejoin! For king and country! The homeland is in danger! Any who used to be Crimean Knights should come rushing to their aid.
You have a point, and I'm glad I'm able to help rebuild the homeland, even if it is as a mercenary.
I'm not here to make you glad. I'm here to convince you to be a knight again. You're not fulfilling your allegiance to sweet Crimea by being a mercenary. How can you sleep at night?
I love Crimea, but I'm happy here. I want to serve Ike as a member of the Grail Mercenaries. Forever.
Darn. Why? What draws you guys to that life? What could make the mercenary life so appealing that you would sell your loyalty to our glorious homeland Crimea? Aha! Could it be the nice fat salary? That's it. I remember you saying that you needed money. Ho! Loose lips sink ships.
If I wanted money, I would have stayed with the Crimean Knights. I only get about half of that now.
What in the... wake up, man! Can't you see you're being duped? Honor, fortune, glory! It can be yours!
I doubt it.
Bah, I say! You're hopeless.
Who's hopeless? I realized that, like, I think I was originally voicing Kieran, but I think just that word. You do a good Kieran voice, honestly.
Thanks, it's kind of like my Gatry voice.
Kinda.
You look sickly.
I I know you.
I am Mordecai. You are Ilyana. We have not met.
You're right. I keep to myself mostly. Even though we're on the same side, I'm often forgotten. Whoa.
What is wrong?
I'm sorry. I got a little dizzy there. Don't worry about it. It happens all the time.
You are skinny. Even for a Beorc. Can you fight?
I can, somehow.
But you are as thin as a paper. Won't the enemy tear you to shreds?
There's nothing I can do about my size. When that happens, I'm ready.
I don't like the sound of that. Stay close to my side. I will keep your skinny Beorc body safe.
Really? Thank you, Mordecai.
Aww, that's adorable!
I should have, practiced first. I couldn't find my Russian accent.
No, it's fine. That's adorable, actually. I didn't realize that, they kind of have, a little buddy-buddy going on there.
Yeah, they have a cute, little one big protector kind of thing.
Aww.
The princess and the protector.
Gnark and... What was that character's name?
And, oh man, is it Crystal?
I don't remember.
I think her name's Crystal. It's so hard to remember. Cole and Gnark.
Yeah, Cole and Gnark, thank you.
That's it.
That was an awesome dynamic.
Commander Ike, a priest from Duke Tanis's villa, insists on speaking with you.
Yes, what is it?
Master Mercenary, it is my understanding that you pursued Duke Tanis. I hear that you're searching Serenus Forest in hopes of capturing him.
And if I am?
Duke Tanis's property borders the forest, and he knows much about its layout. For quite some time now, he's been sending men into the forest to look for any herons who may still live there.
I see. So you're saying that his troops know the forest well.
I, too, have been taken into the forest.
You? Why take a priest?
He thought the herons would make themselves known if a priest called to them. He's also taken dozens of chaste maidens and tried having them call to the herons as well.
But he didn't find any, did he?
Any chaste maidens? Oh, any herons!
Yeah.
That's a dumb joke, I'm sorry.
Oh. Ugh.
No, and yet, this time, the joy he expressed after paying such an exorbitant price for the Serenus Royal was
Aberrant.
It was aberrant. It was not natural. The Duke has gone mad. To think that he would dare to defy the Apostle, he is damned.
And here you stand. You're going to tell me what you remember about that forest, even though it means you're betraying Tanis, right?
You've read me well. To begin with, the heart of the forest was divided into 3 large sections, maybe more. It was nearly colorless, and difficult to see far. The muddy floor pulled at our feet. The progress was slow. Many of the soldiers around me were afraid that they didn't bring enough supplies. They said a person would need them if he got lost, because getting out again would be no easy task.
What can you tell me about Duke Tanis' forces?
There were a lot of them. He had soldiers of every type. It was said that his mounted units and magic users were especially powerful. So at the very least, you should be prepared to deal with those 2 groups.
Thank you.
My parents, they both participated in the Serenus massacre. They're nearing the ends of their lives, but even now they lie awake at night and beg the goddess for forgiveness. I became a priest in order to help my parents, but then I was assigned to work at Duke Tanis' villa. I knew of his terrible deeds, but his position as an imperial senator frightened me. I have been silent for far too long. Master Mercenary, you must rescue that Serenus youth. I beg of you. May the goddess guide your hand.
Don't worry. I have no intention of letting that villain steal him from before my bleh. I don't have no intention of letting that villain steal him from before my very eyes. Here you are. We've been in Benyan for a while now, so tell me something. Why are you still here? Are you pretending to be our friend so you can lance us in the back?
You have to understand. I didn't know anything. I was born and raised in the Talrega region of Dayan. It's a very remote area. My father was a soldier, and I grew up thinking that I, too, would one day be a soldier. A soldier to make my father proud. My life was simple. I questioned nothing. Doubted nothing. Do you know the first thing we're taught in Dayan schools? Subhumans are evil. Subhumans are the enemy. Subhumans must be eradicated. The army stages periodic subhuman hunts. We'd find refugees from Ben Yan hiding in our mountains and forests.
You participated?
You don't get it. That's just how things are in Dayan. No one taught me the word Laguz. No one taught me that subhumans could be like this. No one cared. When I saw the bird tribes at sea, I was convinced that the teachings were true. They were inhuman monsters. But later, I saw the dragons push your ship off of the reef, and it confused me. What if I had been raised to believe a lie? My heart pounded at the thought of it, and my doubts only grew with time.
So you decided to remain aboard in order to ascertain the truth. That's your true motive, isn't it?
How did you know?
I've known a lot of soldiers, and none would ever accept charity from an enemy. It would wound their pride. You obviously had pride to spare, so I knew there was some other factor at play.
Oh.
Well, have you reached a conclusion? What will you do?
I want to stay here. At first I thought I could protect my old life, that I could prove the subhumans were monsters. But I was wrong, and now things are different. The Laguz. I want to know the truth about them, and I need to base that on what I see, not what I am told by others.
In that case, you can stay as long as you like.
I appreciate it. I think meeting all of you was a very good thing.
Hey!
Yeah. That's one thing that, like, a lot of Fire Emblem games, I think, don't realize to do. That you have characters that join you under very specific circumstances, but then unless you do support conversations, it's never explained why they stick around.
It really helps that this game has info conversations along with the support conversations so that they can get those details, like, through.
Yeah, because that's the game saying, like, hey, even if you're not, like, supporting Jill with anybody, like, we gotta explain this.
Absolutely. And it's great. I like it. Hey, you there. Have a minute? Oh, Captain! How are you today? It's Commander, not Captain. Well, you seem to be enjoying yourself. That's because this garden is so pretty. Devden loves all plants and flowers. How about you, Commander? They're alright, I suppose. That makes Devden rather sad. Alright is not a very strong feeling. It is boring. You should be more emotional, Commander. Even things you're used to will show you something new if you look hard enough. And discoveries are exciting. That's what life is all about. At least, that's what Devden thinks. Some disagree. And that makes Devden upset. You may be onto something. In Crimea, when my father was still alive, I think I was more open to such things. But now, I just don't have the time. Honestly, all I can think about is defeating Dayan. I have no energy left to spend on flowers. If you talk like that, you will never defeat Dayan. What did you say? The war is new. If you are already so focused on preparations, you'll wear out before the fighting begins. Hold on a minute.
Yeah, Devden's interesting. He's this...
Devden's kind of an enigma.
Yeah, he's a, like, wise to play the fool kind of character. He talks a lot of nonsense, and then he's got these, like, huge nuggets of wisdom.
He's so much like Gregor, isn't he?
Yeah, he is kind of like Gregor. Nasir's just following us around. It's so funny to me.
Pretty much.
I believe this is the place where we ended our search yesterday.
I realized something a couple of days ago. Even in this forest, you always know exactly where you are, don't you? How do you do that? I think it's the lack of color, but these woods are starting to look the same to me.
Yes, and that's a problem. Ike, we're approaching a large clearing. I think we should have the Apostle and some of our others wait there.
Good idea. Even if we find the Heron today, there's no need for them to tramp through the forest with us.
Yeah, it was hard to see, but a second ago, yeah, both Alencia and Soniki are here.
Mm-hmm. We're going to head deeper into the forest and continue the search. Please wait here. If we find the Heron, we'll send for you immediately.
I understand. My Lord Ike, everyone, please be careful. We're counting on you.
Sigrun, Tanith, may I entrust the princess to your care?
Of course.
You've no need to worry. We will protect her with our lives.
Very well. Until later.
Yeah, alright.
Oh, is this a Fog of War mission?
Thankfully, no.
Okay. Whew.
I'm surprised it isn't on hard mode. It seems like the kind of place where there would be fog, but no.
Right.
Or just like clouds of ash in the air.
Alright, Grail mercenaries, move out. Yep, there they are.
Haven't you fools found my precious little bird yet? I've no doubt the poor thing is even now quivering with loneliness and cold.
Duke Tanis, I've just received word that the mercenaries who invaded your villa are in this forest.
Blast those wretches. They're here to steal my bird. Their souls are black with greed and jealousy. I have found beauty incarnate, and I will not relinquish it. Only I, Duke Tanis, can appreciate its worth.
I'm sure that's true, Your Grace. But what about the mercenaries? What should we do about them?
Hunt them down like dogs. Let none leave this forest alive. They will not rob me of my prize.
But, Your Grace, they serve the pleasure of the Apostle herself. Striking them would be...
Leave the Apostle to me. I can deal with her once this is finished. All I need from you is silence and obedience. Is that clear?
Yes, Your Grace. I beg your pardon. Ugh. There they are. Do as Duke Oliver commanded. Slay them where they stand. Let none leave the forest alive. Not man, woman, or child. Jesus.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're getting serious. Here we go. Not the Duke's soldiers again. I think it's about time we put an end to these fools. Listen up, everyone. Let's end this here. Alright, so this chapter gets interesting.
Yeah. So, this is a 4-part chapter. I'm sure we're going to do many more episodes than that. For now, we're just in this clearing.
So, what do we got here? We got a lot of soldiers with swords. We got a couple of archers here. Some axemen with venom axes. Seems like a pretty straightforward clearing here.
Yeah, the problem is there are going to be reinforcements.
Right.
As we go. Most notably, after the second turn, I think it is, 3 more Myrmidons show up right at our starting position, one of them with a killing edge.
Alright.
And they can really screw you up. So, I recommend a good number of lances.
Yep, alright. So, first of all, I know for a fact that we're bringing Oscar and Soren into this fight.
Yep.
For the main reason being, we have them with the Master Seals. We expect them to hit level 20 throughout this chapter.
Yep.
We will make use of that. Additionally, you said lances. So, Nephany, you're up. We're going to need some...
I think we should bring Gatry.
Yes, we definitely need to bring Gatry. And something tells me we're going to need both of our healers. Though, maybe not right away.
We should definitely bring Mist. If you want, we can wait till the next part for Reese.
Because you told me that as the chapters go into the next parts, we can bring more and more units in.
Yeah, there's reinforcements as we go.
All right then. Who else can we bring with us? Honestly, Jill and Marcia sound like a good option here.
Yeah, we can bring them early.
Because, again, they both use lances, and that mobility is going to be very, very useful to us.
Okay, so that takes care of the lances, but, now we were talking about not bringing Boyd, since Boyd is already really high level. We'll bring him in later in the fight.
Yes.
So I think since we're not bringing Boyd, let's bring Kieran so that we have an axe.
I can agree with that. And we need one more. I say we bring Rolf. we could use the range support.
Okay. Also, can we trade Kieran a hammer from either Boyd or Titania?
That's a good idea.
Since there are armored units here.
All right, so Kieran, trade with. Let's trade with Boyd. Or wait, no, actually no, Titania. Where are you? She doesn't have one,
No,
so
so-
yeah, it's gonna have to be Boyd.
I think those 9 charges with Boyd will be enough, though.
Yeah, that's fine. Let's go ahead and give him the poleaxe.
Sounds good.
We don't have too many. We don't
Yeah,
have
no
any
horses yet.
Horses yet, but we're gonna need those later. That's where we will bring in Boyd later on.
Okay, horses will be part 2.
All right then, sounds good. So reposition.
So what we want to do is we want to bait at least the swordsman down here,
Which is easy enough with the characters that we have up front here.
but we want to be ready to turn back for when 3 Myrmidons show up at the bottom of the screen
Understood.
after turn 2.
All right.
So, yeah.
So I think we are ready.
Okay.
This is gonna be a grueling one.
Yep.
Let's do this.
All right.
All right, so, whew boy. I am a little nervous about this one, dude. All right, we got a couple of... Wait, how can you... Oh, that's a thing.
Yeah.
Swamp.
There's swamp. You move slower through swamp spaces.
All right, then. Good to know.
And everybody does. I don't think it affects any particular unit more, except that it doesn't affect flyers. Flyers
Yeah.
can fly over swamps.
Yeah. All right, let's start off with putting... I'm going to put Nephany here to bait this guy.
Okay.
Let's, Yeah, you know what? We're making use of that Azure Lance. We're going to go ahead and have her use it.
Yeah, the point of giving lower level characters forge weapons is that you can use them more and get kills with them early so that they get experience and get better.
Yes.
So we should not be afraid to use these items.
All right, so Oscar with the Verdant Pike.
Yeah, this is a new one we made.
Yep, we forged another one.
The word Viridian was a little bit too long, so Oscar came up with Verdant.
Literally, Oscar came up with Verdant.
Oh, yeah. I thought of it myself over dinner.
Haha. All right, then. Yeah, we're just going to go ahead and move everyone forward. I don't think there's anyone that can come in immediately after
Yeah.
anyone else. So, yeah, we're just going to move forward as best as we can here. Actually...
Yeah, if you want to bait one of the axemen without
The
baiting
thing-
the sword...
Yeah, that's the problem,
Possible?
though. I'd have to move here, which maybe he can? Yes, he can!
Just barely, but yes.
All right, let's do it. So, Kieran with the cherry axe, and we'll have the flyers come up with him for support.
Okay.
All right.
So I'd say move Mist forward. Well, yeah, move everybody forward. Just, next turn we need to move some characters back then to prepare to deal with the Myrmidons.
Right. We'll, I'm probably gonna give that, privilege to Gatry and Oscar, to be honest.
Okay. Because the thing is, there'll be 3 of them, and one of them will have a killing edge.
Right.
And the killing edge can be very unfortunate.
Nice damage.
Yep. Didn't get the double, but that is a Myrmidon.
Even with a steel sword, he doesn't quite have the speed. But hey, that sets up for someone else.
Yeah. So the plan is for Oscar to get some more kills with the Verdant Pike, to be able to get to... Nice, Nephany.
Well done. That's what I want to see.
To be able to get to level 20, and then we can use the Master Seal, rather than killing a bunch of units and wasting a bunch of experience getting them to level 21.
Yeah.
Just use the Master Seal, we get just as much out of it.
Yeah, someone actually, or like, I'm pretty sure someone already mentioned that in, like, the last chapter or something, that we wasted a lot of experience with getting Boyd up there to turn him into a warrior. But it's like, you know, we were kind of in the heat of the moment at that time, so...
Also, we'll not waste it now, because there's only so many Master Seals in the game.
This is also
we
true,
would have had
yes.
to do the same thing eventually.
Yeah, exactly. Alright then, Gatry, you have a javelin, don't you? Yeah, let's go ahead and prog this guy.
Well, no, because remember, at the end of the enemy's next turn, we got these Myrmidons coming from the bottom.
You're right. Alright then. In that case,
So I'd say don't feel pressured to get too far ahead with everybody.
Alright, then. I'm just gonna see what this guy's range is. In that case, Rolf! You do some work here. Can you do it with the, Rolf's bow? Yes, you can!
Yeah, we decided we need to use Rolf's bow
A little more often, because, like, he now has C rank in bows, so he has access to the killer bow. We just haven't gotten around to using it yet.
And he's the only bowman we're currently using. Sorry, Astrid.
Mm-hmm. It's alright, though. Alright, so let's actually go ahead and have Oscar finish this guy off. We'll move him back, and then we'll heal... Well, he doesn't need heals, honestly, right now. He's got a He's got a
he'll probably be
Vulnerary.
fine.
Alright, we're getting there. So yeah, move back here maybe?
I'd say even a little bit further than that.
Here?
Yeah, that's good. Move Gatry back here as well. And there's going to be 3 of them, and I don't know if we're going to be able to one-shot all of them, so...
Right.
Let's generally keep the flyers somewhere where they can come back and get some attacks in.
Alright then, in that case, who needs a little more? Either one of you. Let's have Marcia do this. Perfect. Awesome. Alright, good start so far. Yeah, I think this first part is easy. It's the later parts of this chapter that get really grueling. Oh, Marcia.
Yeah, especially 3 and starting out in part 4.
Mm-hmm. Alright, we got a couple of axe wielders here. One of them with a venom axe, which we don't really have any way of dealing with poison. Not that poison is necessarily all that egregious, to be honest. So I don't think Kieran is going to have too much of an issue dealing with that.
Yeah, if anything, that's just going to give us more chances to keep healing.
Yeah, and that'll give Mist some much needed experience, because we got to get her up there.
Yeah.
She's getting there. Like, she's absolutely getting there. Yeah, we'll stick with the cherry axe.
Okay.
Yeah, and we'll have Soren and I think honestly these 3 are more than enough for the Myrmidons that are coming down.
You think they're each gonna kill in one hit?
Yeah, maybe you're right. Alright then, in that case, let's have Soren support Kieran, and we'll have these 5 wait down here for these mercs.
Sounds good. We can move up Ike. Now the thing about Ike is we do want Ike
to max out, but I don't think we need to do that until like the last part of this chapter.
Yeah, it's gonna be a little bit easier to do in the first 2 parts than in the last 2 parts.
But at the same time,
reasons.
like he's at level 19 at like 47 experience. It's not gonna be tough to get him up there.
Just if we get into a situation where
nice
Ike
dodge. Yeah, you're not wrong. Kieran's doing work.
Yeah, he'll, I predict Kieran will do really well this chapter.
Alright then. So
there's
the guy with our killing edge. So I say we give that to... Let's see who can deal with him. Wow! Nephany!
Yeah, Nephany got
Your
bulky.
defense!
She got really bulky.
Wow, I'm impressed. But we do want to, like, take care of these guys like Kieran now, so... Steel Lance?
I think we should let Gatry attack first, let Nephany finish off.
I agree.
And even if one of the other 2 Myrmidons survive...
Double critical and nothing! Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh no. Oh no. that was pitiful.
Yeah, so
that was absolutely pitiful.
Do we want to see Nephany against the Killer Edge?
Sorry,
I'm taking off.
Yeah, no, it's fine. Go ahead.
Taking off my
It is a
hoodie.
little hot in here.
Yeah, warm in here.
Yeah, let's do that. Perfect.
Yep. 99% is actually pretty much 100%.
That's definitely
Wow.
100%.
With prejudice.
Oh my gosh. Is Nephine's critical title going to be the prejudicial
Yeah.
Lancer now? Which, I saw that guy in the comment who's, keeping a track of all the critical hits that happen in the series.
Yeah, and has titles for everybody.
Yeah, and I actually kind of like that a lot.
I like that a lot.
So, yeah, you bro, whoever you are in the comments, good on you, man. Steel Lance. Yeah, no, Verdant Pike. Let's do it.
Okay, so the next thing at the end of turn 4, we're gonna get 2 more pods of reinforcements.
Uh-huh.
They're gonna come from the upper left and the lower right.
Got you.
So probably we should... Yeah, that works too. Ooh, with a longbow.
Not quite enough to kill, unfortunately. But, you're not quite enough either, but with Rolf's help, you will be.
Good old longbow.
Lovely.
Now, another interesting thing is that each of these parts is a different...
Is a different map.
Yeah, and is a different goal. So this one is route.
So you basically just have to kill everyone.
Yep.
Perfect. Looks like Rolf and Marcy are doing their own thunder and
Yeah.
thunder and lightning.
Which is nice, because they've been supporting each other.
Mm-hmm.
I like it.
Yeah.
It's going to be 12. He's not going to be able to get a kill on Jill.
Still, I want to see how this plays out. I have a plan. Nice dodge there!
Yeah, being able to dodge with a whole wyvern is quite a feat.
Alright, so we're
Do you
gonna...
want to keep Jill there?
I am going to keep Jill there so that this guy can't move anywhere, but... Soren.
Well, wait. What about the 2 axemen up there, though? Because we don't want them getting the mist.
Well, this guy's not going to be able to move much because of the swamps around here. Kieran's going to be able to kill this guy.
Okay.
So what I'm thinking is Soren come down here to take care of this dude. We'll have Kieran finish him off, and then we'll have Mist retreat.
Okay.
Perfect. Besides, we want to get Soren up there as well anyway. Soren!
With prejudice.
Speaking of which, so while we're going through here, something interesting that I was actually... So, some of you might actually be surprised to know this about me, but one of my favorite channels to watch on YouTube right now is called Legal. I don't know if you've ever heard of that.
I know of Legal.
Yeah, I've actually been watching him because he gives a really good perspective on everything that's been going on in the world. And one of the things that he pointed out is you know how some judges say it is my duty to reject these allegations with prejudice.
Yeah.
And people are with prejudice, that's a little bit unprofessional. It's no. When a judge says with prejudice, it basically means we're done here. This is the end of it. There's no way anyone's going to be able to turn this around.
Yeah, and this is she might be able to get to Jill or...
No, she cannot. It's fine.
Oh.
Just gonna check the range on these guys. I'm gonna move Ike back a bit.
Yeah, a few recent cases in the news that's been used.
Yeah, we're not gonna talk about that too much, but yeah, that's a thing that's going on right now, and it's kind of dumb.
When you say I dismiss this with prejudice, that's like a judge very professionally dropping the mic.
Pretty much. It's
with prejudice, and everybody's like, oh!
Yeah, basically. But it's basically them saying, look, we're done here. There's no feasible way I can see that this is going to be turned around. Give it up, guys.
You're wasting my time.
Basically. And hello. Oh, these are the reinforcements that you were talking about.
Yep.
All right, then.
Sorry, that was end of turn 3, not end of turn 4.
Not a problem. All right, yeah, we can handle these guys easy.
Yeah, let's just keep an eye on the armor knights, but I mean, I don't think... One of those armor knights has a javelin, too. Keep that in mind.
Good to know. Yeah, if we can have him take him down to that much, we can have someone come in and take the kill.
Sounds good.
Yeah, that's pretty much how we're doing Ike's level up at this point is basically he's just, you know, softening people up. Yeah, he just needs 50 more experience and he's up there. Alright, so, Gatry, can you... Ooh, you can Javelin the man. Why not, right?
Yeah, sure.
Everyone's getting work done here. I love how heavily, like, he throws it. Like, you can tell that he's, like, working to get that going. Nephany. Nephany is doing work,
I'm liking these 100%. See, this is why I end up liking Nephany a lot, because she gets a lot of 100% shots in.
Yeah, she's very accurate. She's a high skill, high defense. High skill and high speed and high defense. Dude, look at her numbers.
Yeah.
She's not very strong, but she's accurate and she is tanky.
Like Devdin. Devdin's already a level, what, like 4 halberdier? And Nephany has better defense than he does.
Yeah, seriously. Let's go with the Verdant Pike.
Okay. Secure that kill.
Boom. We want him to get up there anyway, so this works out perfectly. Excellent. That's level 18, I believe. Good level up.
We're gonna have a paladin.
I mean, Titania says hi.
We're gonna have another paladin.
Alright, let's check the range on these guys. So that's a Steel Lance and a Javelin. Alright, that works out just fine, actually. I'm honestly just fine. I'm honestly fine just, like, letting them come up to us.
Okay.
So, actually... Ooh, this works. Marcia! Can you kill with a Steel Lance? No, you cannot. Jill, can you do it? You might have a little more power than Marcia. Yes, you can. In fact, we can do it, yeah, let's use the Scarlet Pike, why not?
Secure those kills, get those experience points, get them promoted.
Awesome.
So one problem we're having right now,
Yeah?
is with Boyd. So we've told you before our plans with the statue frags to increase Boyd's constitution and then use the occult scroll to give him Colossus, and with the higher constitution, that will be going off a lot more often.
Unfortunately, we kind of played our game a little too far ahead.
Yeah, we bet a little bit too much on Boyd when we gave him Vantage, so now he doesn't have room
for Colossus.
Unless we get rid of Vantage. So the decision now is, do we want to
get rid
drop
of Vantage,
or do we rather use the occult scroll on somebody else?
Honestly, at this point, I'm willing to give the occult scroll to someone else because I kind of like the idea of Boyd with that, you know,
yeah,
with that land or with the Vantage skill.
So if Kieran and Jill can both get to that archer, I'd say we could go take out the archer.
Yeah, but no, there's a swamp in the way.
Yeah.
But this guy will reach Jill, so that Jill can do some work there.
Okay.
So let's focus on these. Let's focus on these guys for the time being. And can you do it with an Elwind? Almost. Which, you know, I'm willing to do it. Soften him up for someone else.
Sure, yeah.